with Kevin Durant. I think it's a foregone conclusion he's not back with the team. This is even before he and Draymond had their moment there or moments. But I wonder when, Stephen A. Smith said, well, the two destinations are the Knicks or the Lakers. I see more of the Knicks with Kevin Durant than I do the Lakers because I wonder if Kevin Durant wants to help LeBron get more titles.
I agree with that. I'm with you on that. I don't see that as much as others do. Now,
can Durant handle New York, Mike?
Not what we've seen from the past 2.5 years. I mean, look, I know Kevin a little bit. I mean, I live where he lived and grew up, and he's, it's so funny, Dan. He's like a different person in the summer when he comes home, and he's built libraries. I mean, he's done so much stuff here in the community outside of Washington where he lives, and I've been around him for some time. He asked me to come out and host some of his charitable events, and I've done that. And it's like a different guy. And I understand that the pressure of this moves most people. But the pressure of New York is different in a way that even though he grew up, a 4-hour drive or train ride away, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you – I don't know that you can correctly anticipate it, that the volume is what it is, that the penetration is what it is, the depth of it. And if San Francisco is one of the easier places to exist. I mean, I think Oklahoma City, of course, is much easier than either one of them, except you got to deal with Russell Westbrook on a daily basis. But if he left to here's the counter argument to us. This is, I'm sure, what Stephen A. would say. If he left to go to Golden State to sort of to link up, to hook up with the championship outfit, why would he do it? And the LeBron part of it is what I agree with you on. But, these relationships change. They thaw. They evolve. There can be something organic where guys who didn't like each other begin to like each other as they get older and say, wait a minute, we can do this for the common good. I wouldn't want to see that.
But doesn't Durant want to stand out as the best player in the game?
I don't know. I think he probably thinks he's already done that by winning the MVP. Didn't he win the MVP of the
regular season
championship series?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think he's won it twice.
I think he's won. Yeah. So
that doesn't make you the best player in the game.
But a lot of people think they're the best at something in the game now, and they aren't. And you and I would probably be on the same side of most of these arguments, having seen. Let's face it, Dan. We're old enough to have seen 3/4 of the history of pro basketball of the NBA.
Yeah.
And they haven't. And unlike people who study the history in the generation before them, look. I had enough conversations, and I know you did too, with Michael Jordan, who would literally just sit people down and pick their brains until he had no more questions about the history of the game. Magic would go on the road a day early to talk to a coach, would find Wes Unseld and talk to him about what happened against, Willis Reed and the guys who played, Bob Lanier and Rick Barry. Guys don't do that anymore. LeBron does. I don't know that happens as much anymore. I don't know that there's that sort of reverence that leads to serious introspection. It just becomes, well, I'm the greatest player in the era of the, Sports Center, so therefore I got to be the, there's not that sort of introspection. So I don't know that he wants to do that. I don't want to see him on the Lakers, but I don't know. I keep hearing other players. People talk about that with Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
He's got to go to the Lakers. The Lakers didn't have anything for 5 years, and everybody's got to go there. So I'm interested in them this year. I know the speculation on those two players specifically will be obsessive as soon as we get past the All-Star break, if the rosters are set. But yeah, Durant in New York, I don't know that either. Aren't there some other teams? Is it only New York and LA, and nobody ever goes to New York. Who goes to the Knicks? Like, who actually goes there on their own?
I know. Maybe it changes. Maybe it changes. Maybe. I don't. We got a lot of time to speculate.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.